Have you ever felt that your body holds more than just muscles and bones? That it carries stories, memories, and emotions that quietly shape the way you live each day? Sometimes we feel an ache that doctors cannot explain, or a heaviness that lingers long after stress has passed. In those moments, we wonder if healing is beyond us. But what if the very sensation you resist is not a problem to be solved, but an invitation to listen more deeply? What if your body, even in discomfort, is whispering a path back to balance, to harmony, to wholeness? Stay with me, because in this meditation we will journey beyond the surface of pain into the space of awareness, where healing begins naturally, not by force, but by allowing. When you begin this meditation, let us start not with effort, but with intention. Healing, balance, and harmony are not things you chase. They are qualities already within you, waiting to be uncovered. The body knows how to heal itself. Just as a cut on your skin closes, just as your breath keeps flowing, just as your heartbeat never forgets its rhythm. Yet most of the time, we live disconnected from this natural intelligence. We push, we resist, we ignore, and in doing so, we create even more imbalance. So today, we begin by softening, by remembering that your body is not an object you control, but an expression of life itself. Self-regulation is a gentle process. It is the art of listening, responding, and allowing your system to return to its own center. Imagine a lake. When the winds are wild, the surface shakes. But beneath the ripples, the water remains steady, calm, and clear. Your body is the same. Beneath tension, beneath pain, beneath stress, there is a space of balance that never leaves. In this meditation, we simply return there. To do this, find a place where you can sit or lie down, free from interruption. Let the body rest in a way that feels comfortable and at the same time a little alert. Healing does not require strain, but it does invite presence. Place your feet gently on the ground. If you are sitting, if you are lying down, feel the support beneath you. Close your eyes or keep them softly open with a downward gaze, not focusing on anything, just allowing them to relax. This is called soft eyes. With soft eyes, you signal to your nervous system that it is safe to rest. Now, breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose, slow and steady. Exhale through your mouth, letting the breath fall away naturally. Do this again. Inhaling deeply, exhaling with a gentle sigh. Notice how even 2 or 3 conscious breaths create a shift. Your shoulders release, your jaw loosens, your belly softens, the body begins to settle, and with each breath, the mind grows quieter. As you arrive here, notice the simple truth: the body is not separate from the awareness that sees it. Every sensation you feel arises within the same space of consciousness. This is the non-dual perspective. It means there is no hard line between you and your body, no border between you and your breath, no separation between what you feel and the awareness that notices. Everything is unfolding within one field of experience. Reflect on this for a moment. The words you hear, the images that appear in your mind, Even the feeling of your body on the chair or the floor, all of it is happening in awareness. When you stop fighting, when you stop labeling, when you stop dividing, something remarkable happens. Balance begins to return on its own. You might notice areas of tension, perhaps in the neck, shoulders, or back. You might feel ease in other places, perhaps in the hands or the breath. Instead of chasing comfort or resisting discomfort, simply acknowledge both. There are two waves in the same ocean. Healing begins when you stop trying to control the waves and instead rest as the ocean itself. Let this idea sink in slowly. Healing is not fixing what is broken. Healing is remembering that nothing has ever been separate. The body, the breath, the sensations, and the awareness that knows them all belong to one indivisible reality. When you rest in that wholeness, the body begins to regulate itself. Energy flows more freely, tension unwinds, and harmony returns like a melody that was never truly lost. Take a moment to let your mind wander back to times when you healed naturally. Maybe you scraped your knee as a child, and without needing to think, your body repaired itself. Maybe you went through a stressful season, and when you finally gave yourself rest, your body recovered. These moments remind you that balance is not something you manufacture, it is your natural state. Today, we are simply learning to listen to it, to cooperate with it, to invite it more fully into your awareness. Notice your breath again. The inhale comes, the exhale follows. You do not need to force it. The body breathes itself. In the same way, your body heals itself when you create space for it. As you breathe, imagine that each inhalation brings energy, clarity, and renewal into every cell. Each exhalation releases tension, heaviness, and resistance. Slowly, gently, you are teaching the body to return to balance. This meditation is not about escaping discomfort. It is about transforming your relationship with it. Instead of resisting what you feel, you observe it. Instead of labeling it as pain or problem, you see it as sensation. This subtle shift changes everything. The body no longer feels attacked. The nervous system no longer feels threatened. And when the sense of battle softens, the space for healing opens wide. So as you sit here, notice you are not separate from your body. You are not separate from your sensations. You are awareness itself. And within that awareness, all experiences come and go. By remembering this, by resting here, balance and harmony begin to rise again. Let this be your intention as we move deeper into this meditation. Healing is not outside of you. It is here, now, arising from the same field of life that breathes, moves, and sustains you. All you need is to rest, to allow, to remember. As you continue to rest here, allow your awareness to deepen. The body has already begun to soften, but now you are invited to become even more intimate with the experience of stillness. Stillness is not the absence of movement. It is the quiet background that holds every movement, every breath, and every sensation. When you begin to notice this, something shifts. You no longer feel as though you must control the body. Instead, you realize the body and awareness are moving together, like a wave rising and falling within the ocean. Close your eyes gently if they are not already closed, or keep them soft, gazing downward. Bring your focus to the rhythm of your breathing, slow, natural, effortless. The breath moves in, the breath moves out, and you do not need to do anything. Feel the rise of the chest, the subtle movement of the belly, the cool air entering your nostrils, the warmth of the breath as it leaves. Notice that each cycle of breath is a gift, a reminder of life, a constant companion that has carried you from the moment you were born until this very moment. Now, take a wider view of your body. Notice the weight of your body pressing into the surface beneath you. Notice the texture of the ground, or the chair, or the bed that supports you. Feel how the earth itself is holding you without condition. You are not floating in space. You are supported, rooted, and safe. Allow this recognition to bring comfort. As you rest here, begin to turn your attention to areas of your body where there may be discomfort, tightness, or even subtle agitation. Perhaps the shoulders feel heavy, perhaps the lower back is stiff, perhaps the jaw holds tension, or maybe you feel an ache, a pulse, or a sense of pressure in another place. Whatever arises, allow it to come into the light of your awareness, without judgment, without resistance. Ask yourself quietly, what is this sensation like? Do not name it as pain or problem or obstacle. Simply explore it, like a curious traveler observing a new landscape. Is it sharp or dull? Is it warm or cool? Does it remain in one place or does it move? Does it feel steady or does it shift with each breath? When you drop the labels, the experience becomes alive. The body is no longer your enemy, it is simply speaking in the language of sensation. Take your time with this. Notice how your perception changes when you release the idea of good or bad, comfortable or uncomfortable. A tightness in the shoulder, when freed from judgment, becomes a gentle pulse of energy. An ache in the back, when observed with curiosity, becomes a wave that rises and falls. Even discomfort, when seen clearly, loses its edge and begins to soften. Remember, these sensations are not separate from you. They are not objects floating in space. They arise within awareness, the same awareness that knows your breath, your thoughts, your emotions. The sensations come and go, but the awareness that notices them remains. This is the heart of non-dual practice. You are not just a body experiencing sensations. You are the awareness in which all sensations appear, change, and dissolve. Now imagine that the area of discomfort is not an isolated island, but part of the entire field of your body. Visualize it as energy, connected to every other part of you. Let the borders around it soften. Instead of being trapped in one small place, let it merge into the wider space of your body, and then go even further. Imagine that this sensation is not separate from the space around you, the air in the room, the sounds you hear, the earth beneath you. Everything is connected. Everything is part of the same whole. Visualize the discomfort dissolving into this larger space, like a drop of ink spreading in water, losing its edges, merging into openness. Feel how this unification creates relief, not because the sensation disappears, but because the sense of separation dissolves. You are no longer a small self battling a sensation. You are the awareness in which sensation and silence, movement and stillness all arise together. Take a few breaths here, inhaling with gentle curiosity, exhaling with a sense of release. If one area still calls your attention, allow the breath to move there. Inhale as if you are sending fresh energy, light, and compassion directly into that space. Exhale as if you are letting go of resistance, letting go of struggle, letting go of the story. Feel the space expand with each cycle of breath. Notice how, as you do this, your relationship to the sensation transforms. What once felt like heaviness may now feel like warmth. What once felt sharp may now feel like movement. What once felt unbearable may now feel like a simple wave of energy passing through. This is the power of awareness without judgment. It changes everything. Place one or both hands gently over the area that calls to you, or if that is not possible, place them over your heart or your belly. Feel the warmth of your hands and silently say to yourself, I welcome this sensation with compassion. I do not need to push it away. I do not need to fight it. My body knows how to heal. And I trust this process. Allow the warmth to spread from your hands into the area, like light dissolving shadows, like water softening stone. Stay here as long as you like, simply resting, breathing, observing. Your body is not separate from you. It is an expression of the same awareness that watches and feels. When you hold it with compassion, when you allow sensations to unfold without resistance, the body naturally begins to regulate, to balance, to harmonize. Healing does not come from force. It comes from connection. As you sit here, reflect gently. Just as a tree grows within the soil, just as clouds drift across the sky, every sensation in your body arises within awareness. There is no boundary between you and your body, no hard line between sensation and self. All of it belongs to one indivisible reality. And when you live from this understanding, the burden of struggle begins to lift, and the possibility of harmony becomes real again. Now that you have welcomed the body and allowed sensations to be seen with compassion, let us turn even more deeply to the breath. The breath has always been your anchor, your bridge between body and awareness, your rhythm that keeps you connected to life itself. Every inhale is an invitation, every exhale is a release. When you consciously connect to this rhythm, you open the doorway to healing in a profound way. Begin by noticing once more the natural flow of your breathing. There is no need to control it, no need to force it. Simply observe the gentle rise and fall. Inhale and feel the chest expand, the ribs open, the belly receive the air. Exhale and feel the soft release, the surrender, the gentle letting go. As you rest here, remind yourself, the breath is not separate from awareness. The breath is awareness in motion, life expressing itself through you. Now, with each inhalation, imagine that fresh energy, pure and clear, is entering your body. See it as light if you wish, golden, white, or soft like morning sunlight. This energy travels to every cell, every muscle, every corner of your being, restoring vitality. With each exhalation, imagine that tension, discomfort, or stagnant energy is leaving you. Feel the heaviness dissolve, like smoke vanishing into the air, like shadows fading in the Sunday. Inhale energy, exhale release. Inhale renewal, exhale surrender. This rhythm alone is healing. If there is a specific area in your body that continues to call for attention, direct your breath there. Inhale into that space, as if the breath could travel exactly where it is needed. Breathe with gentle curiosity. Not force, not demand, but curiosity. What does this space feel like now? What happens when fresh energy enters? As you exhale, feel the release, the softening, the letting go of resistance. With each cycle of breath, the space becomes lighter, freer, more open. This practice is not about erasing the sensation. It is about transforming your relationship with it. When you send the breath there, you are telling your body, I see you, I welcome you, I trust you. The body feels heard, the nervous system feels safe, and the natural intelligence of healing awakens. You're not fighting the sensation, you're embracing it with compassion. Now gently place one or both hands over the area of discomfort, or if no specific area calls to you, place them over your heart. Feel the warmth of your own touch. Feel the presence of your own care. Silently say to yourself, this sensation is part of me, and I welcome it with compassion. I trust my body's ability to heal. Notice how the warmth from your hands radiates into the body, dissolving the sense of separation, dissolving the sense of struggle. What once felt heavy now begins to feel whole. Take a few more breaths here, with the hands resting gently, sending warmth and love inward. Inhale energy, exhale release. Inhale compassion, exhale resistance. Each cycle strengthens the bond between body and awareness, between sensation and acceptance. You are not an object trying to fix another object. You are life meeting itself, awareness holding itself, harmony remembering itself. Now, release all effort to focus on a single place. Let go of directing the breath, let go of following one sensation, and instead turn your attention to awareness itself. Awareness is the vast space in which all sensations arise and dissolve. It is not limited to the body, it is not limited to thought, it is not limited to emotion. Awareness has no boundaries, no edges, no form. It is the open sky, vast and clear, in which every cloud comes and goes. Rest here for a moment. Be aware of being aware. Notice that there is no effort in awareness. It does not need to do anything. Sensations may come, thoughts may come, emotions may pass, but awareness remains untouched. You are this awareness. You have always been this awareness. The body arises within it, the breath flows within it, every experience unfolds here. As you rest in awareness, Notice how the body naturally begins to regulate itself. There is no force, no pushing, no struggle. The heart beats, the lungs expand, the cells repair, the nervous system calms. Balance and harmony are restored, not because you demanded it, but because you allowed it. Healing does not require control, it requires trust. If thoughts arise, let them pass like waves on the surface of the ocean. If emotions arise, let them flow like rivers moving toward the sea. If sensations arise, let them appear and dissolve like clouds drifting through the sky. You do not need to hold them. You do not need to resist them. You only need to rest as the sky itself, wide and open, unshaken by what passes through. Stay here as long as you like, resting in the vastness of your own being. Awareness is home. Awareness is healing. Awareness is harmony itself. Every breath you take, every sensation you welcome, every moment you rest here, strengthens the natural rhythm of self-regulation, of balance, of peace. When you are ready to move forward, carry this insight with you. Healing is not about removing what you do not like. Healing is about recognizing that everything, even discomfort, belongs to the whole. When you see it this way, resistance softens, compassion grows, and balance returns. As you rest in awareness, the meditation begins to draw toward its natural close. But the essence of the practice is not something you leave behind. The point of this journey is not only to find balance while sitting quietly, but to carry that balance into the living flow of your day. Healing, harmony, and self-regulation are not limited to the cushion or the quiet room. They are qualities of your being that can travel with you into every breath, every step, every interaction. So, before we return, let us reflect once more on what you have discovered here. You have seen that the body is not an object, separate and isolated, but a living expression within awareness. Every sensation, whether ease or tension, whether pleasure or discomfort, arises in the same open field of consciousness. You have experienced that by releasing judgment, by softening labels, by welcoming each sensation with compassion. The body naturally begins to regulate itself. Healing does not need to be forced. It blossoms when resistance is released, when awareness is allowed to hold everything as part of the whole. Take a moment to notice how you feel now. Perhaps the body feels lighter, perhaps the breath feels deeper, perhaps the mind feels quieter, or perhaps nothing dramatic has changed. And yet there is a subtle sense of openness, a spaciousness, a gentle reminder that you are more than the sum of sensations. Whatever is here is enough. Healing does not always shout, it often whispers. Balance does not always appear as perfection. It often arrives as a quiet harmony that can be felt beneath the surface. Now, bring your attention once more to the breath. Inhale and imagine fresh life energy filling you, moving through every cell, every organ, every corner of your being. Exhale and imagine any residue of tension or heaviness flowing away, dissolving back into the space around you. Inhale, renewal. Exhale, release. Let this cycle continue for a few breaths as a gentle rhythm of receiving and letting go. When you are ready, slowly expand your awareness outward. Notice the space around you, the sounds in the room, the subtle feeling of air on your skin. Sense your connection not only to the body, but to the entire environment that holds you. Just as sensations arise within awareness, so does every sound, every sight, every encounter. There is no boundary between you and the world, no division between your breath and the air, no separation between your body and the life that surrounds it. This recognition is freedom. Let your hands rest gently again, either over the heart, the belly, or wherever feels right. Feel the warmth, feel the contact, feel the simple truth of being alive in this moment. Silently, you may say to yourself, I am whole, I am balanced, I am part of one indivisible reality. These words are not affirmations to convince the mind. They are reminders of what you already are. As you prepare to end the meditation, do not think of it as leaving a sacred space. Instead, realize that the awareness you touched here is always present. It does not disappear when the eyes open. It does not vanish when the body moves. Awareness is the ground of your being, the silent companion in every moment, the open sky in which life unfolds. You carry it with you because you are it. Slowly begin to bring gentle movement back to the body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your shoulders softly. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it with a sigh. When you feel ready, allow the eyes to open, not with force, but with softness. As though you're greeting the world anew, look around gently and notice the details of the space you're in. Colors, shapes, sounds, all arising freshly in awareness. Pause here before moving on. Reflect on what you have experienced. You did not escape your body, you entered more deeply into it. You did not erase discomfort, you transformed your relationship to it. You did not find healing by fighting. You found it by resting, by allowing, by remembering that you are not separate from anything you feel. This is the essence of balance and harmony. Carry this insight with you as you return to the flow of your day. When stress arises, remember your breath. When discomfort appears, meet it with curiosity instead of judgment. When emotions surge, allow them to move like waves without forgetting the ocean beneath. Each time you return to awareness, you strengthen the natural rhythm of self-regulation. Each time you choose compassion over resistance, you open the doorway to healing. And so, the meditation never truly ends. It lives in how you walk, how you breathe, how you meet each moment. With time, this practice can help you feel more grounded, more open, more connected to yourself and to the world around you. Balance will no longer be a temporary state, but a way of being. Harmony will no longer feel far away, but something you can return to with a single breath. Take one final deep inhale, filling the lungs completely, holding for a moment at the top, then release it slowly, fully, allowing every trace of effort to dissolve. Feel the body as its island. Feel awareness as its island. Feel life as it is, whole, complete, and free. If this meditation has brought you even a moment of peace, a sense of balance, or a reminder that you are whole, I invite you to carry it with you into the rest of your day. Healing does not end when the meditation closes. It continues with every breath you take, every step you walk, every choice to soften instead of resist. If you found this practice meaningful, I would love for you to share your reflections in the comments. Your experience may be the encouragement someone